Hello everyone, this is ThatMysteriousMinecrafter, or Misty for short, and I'm building a dinosaur park in Minecraft. So, in between episodes, I designed the rest of the land creatures enclosures, and we're going to be building all 8 of them today. So, we're going to start off with the carnivores that I missed, because there was one that I wanted to put over here that I missed in the last episode. I lied, it wasn't all the carnivores. We missed one. So, I'm going to be building its enclosure first. Also, all the dinosaurs over here have been growing up because I've been hanging around the area, fixing the paths, cleaning things up, and Cookie's somewhere in there. But she has grown up a lot too, and hopefully we can tame her in the next couple episodes. But all that said, let's get to building our first dinosaur enclosure of the day. So that's the first enclosure of the day done, and I'm kind of happy with how it turned out. I actually had to change the design from my initial one to make it fit in here, but I don't think it really matters all that much, at least for the dinosaur, because it's super tiny. But we'll see the dinosaur at the end of the episode when we go and hatch all of them. Now, we're going to go over here, because the rest of the dinosaurs, for the most part, with the exception of some Ice Age bird-like creatures that are going to go over by the dodo, the rest of the enclosures are going to be built over here in this flat plain filled with villagers. So I'm going to figure out where I want some of these enclosures to go and which one I want to build next, and I'll bring you guys back when I have a bit more of a plan. Okay, so I have planned out all the enclosures, and they're actually kind of scattered all over the park. So I have a really big one right here, and then there's another here, and there's one right here, and that's all the enclosures that are over on this side of the park. And then the rest are over down here. So, and I'm actually just remembering now that I forgot to place one, so I'm going to go do that, but you guys are going to see a time-lapse of me building all of them, because 1, there's a lot of them, and 2, I don't have a lot of time to record with my microphone, and time-lapses are something that I can pretty much do anywhere. So, I hope you guys enjoy. And I will see you after all the time lapses. I have finished building all of the habitats that I planned on building today, and it has been quite a while since I've been on the world because I went on vacation, but I did get a new skin and I really like it. I think it's super cute and I hope you do too. But now we get to go and hatch all the dinosaur eggs, and I get to show you all the habitats that I built in person. And we've actually started like branching out over here, as you saw in the time lapses. But I think that we're gonna start with this dinosaur, and I just realized the whole reason I went up there was to get the dinosaur eggs, which I forgot to do. So I'm gonna go do that before I, hatch them. So I have gotten all of the eggs, and now I just have to make sure they all end up in the right enclosure because there are a lot of them. So we're gonna start with the Therizinosaurus, which is a herbivore, even though it looks like a carnivore, and you'll see why once it hatches. So let's start the process. Let me grab some. Oh, I have some on me already. Now, as always, we wait. Oh my gosh! It already hatched! It hatched so quickly! Normally they take a lot longer. It's been like 2 minutes. But this is what the dinosaur looks like. And it gets really big and tall. That's why I have the enclosure walls so high. Okay. She is tamed, and if you have names, always leave them down in the comments section. And that applies to all the dinosaurs. Most of them are not named. So I would really appreciate it if you left some names down in the comments. But before we can go and do the rest of the dinos, I have to finish filling up these feeders. So I will see you once I have finished that. Okay, so the next 2 dinosaurs that we're going to hatch is the Gastornis and the Titanus. Now these eggs are like the dodo eggs, so they'll hatch instantaneously. So let's start with the Gastornis, and these are actually the exact same habitat, just I just changed the concrete colors. And oh, I forgot to put feeders in here. But let's see if you are a carnivore or a herbivore. Okay, so this one's a herbivore, so I'll get the feeders set up in a moment. The grass in here should be enough. And then in the meantime, I'm gonna set up this one, and there's 3 of these. I hope this enclosure is big enough. 1, 2, oh, and 3. Are you tamed? Yes, you are. And these are carnivores. So I'm gonna set up their feeders real quick. But look at how cool these birds look. I think they're like the Ice Age dinosaurs, and there's like 3 or 4 different types of them. But anywho, I'm gonna set up these guys' feeders, and then we'll move on to the next one. Okay, so the next dinosaur that we're gonna be hatching, the name didn't fit on the sign. That's how long it was. It's the Pachycephalosaurus. Thankfully, it's not super hard to pronounce. But let's just go in here and hatch them real quick. And I, of course, forgot feeders in this habitat too. Wow, I'm prepared, guys. There we go. There's the torches. Those are warm. And now I wait. I'll see you guys back when, it's hatched. I'll set up the feeders too, because I forgot that. But see you soon. Okay, so the eggs are hatching, and I didn't actually fill up the feeders because I don't actually know what they eat. So, oh my goodness! Oh, these are the herbivores. Please tell me you're tamed. Okay, so we have a male and a female. That's perfect. Okay, and they're both tamed. Now, I have to go fill up the feeders, which is so much fun, but you'll get to skip that part. You'll just go and see me hatching the next couple dinosaurs over there. Okay, so the Gallimimus is almost hatched. I placed some feeders around, but I didn't have time to fill them up. I'm gonna do that later after I hatch all the eggs. But I can't wait. Oh! They're so tiny when they first hatch. It's really hard to click on them. Oh, but I do need to tame him. Okay. Where is he? There we go. Yep. And since he is a herbivore, he should be fine for a while because of all the grass and plants in the enclosure, and he will totally be fine until I hatch all the other dinosaurs, which we're about to do. And the next habitat is right over here. It's this one, and this one is even bigger because this dinosaur that we're about to hatch, the Diplodocus, is very similar to the Brachiosaurus. It's just longer rather than taller, if that makes sense. And it will totally make sense once you see the dinosaur itself. So we're just going to lay out the torches and then the eggs, and then I'm going to wait for the dinosaur to hatch. I will see you all once it's about to. Wow, that's a really big egg. But I will see you once it's about to hatch. Okay, so these guys are about to hatch, and I'm really excited because they should still be pretty big even though they're babies and they've just hatched, just because of the size of the dinosaur itself. Oh yeah, they hatched! Let's see here. Are you tamed? Yes. Okay, so we have a female. Where did the other one run off to? Aha. And another female. Let me make sure. Yeah. So we have 2 females, and I guess it's time for the next one. But do you see what I mean when they're similar to the Brachiosauruses? They're just really long instead. But it's time for the next dinosaur, which is the Endophosaurus. So I'm going to run over to the enclosure real quick. Okay, so this is the Endophosaurus enclosure. As you can tell, I was going for something very different. I wanted to be able to look down into the enclosure because these dinosaurs are very lizard-like. So I'm just going to pop down here, open up the door. And that's also why I gave them a very sandy habitat. So that, just because they really look like lizards. You'll see once they hatch. But let me grab the torches, and there's a lot of them. So I hope the enclosure's big enough. I did actually expand this from the original design, because the original design would definitely have not been big enough. But these are the eggs. They look really cool, actually. They're this really cool shade of green. And they're warm. And I'm just gonna, as always, wait for them to hatch. And I will see you once they do. Okay, so they've almost hatched. I'm really excited because I've seen the full-grown dinosaurs of all of them, but I haven't seen the, little baby dinosaurs. So it's always really exciting to see them. Oh my goodness! Okay. Oh no, none of these are tamed. Okay, hold on. So, this guy's a male, this one is a female. Okay. Oh no, I need more potatoes. And there we go. And this should be the last one that needs to be tamed. And since I've just fed them to tame them, they should be alright while we go and hatch the rest of the dinosaurs. So let's head right over there. Okay, so we are over here in the carnivore-like area because this is a carnivore and I totally missed it in the last episode, so we're gonna put him in here. And that is the Ornitholestes. I think it's similar to this one. Wait, let me just double check to make sure it's not this one. That would be kind of silly to have the same type of dinosaur in two different habitats. No, they're not the same. I was just being silly. This is actually the last habitat because I think I forgot to build a habitat for these guys, but we can do that in the next episode. So it's time to hatch the Ornitholestes. And how many do I have? I have 5 of these. I hope this enclosure is big enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm kind of doing this in reverse order. Let's get some torches down. And it's time to wait. This is so messy and... Hey, but all the eggs are warm. That's the important part. I'm now going to wait for them all to hatch, and I will see you once they have. Okay, so these guys are hatching. Oh, I can't wait to see them. Oh, whoa. That's not what I expected you to look like. You look like a bird. Okay, so we have a male. A female. Okay, so they eat eggs and meat. That's good to know. Where did the rest of them go? Okay, I just want to make sure they're all tamed because I kind of walked away a little bit. I have another male. I'm just going to assume they're all tamed because I think I see 5 blue dots on the mini-map. Okay. Now, let's check on Cookie since we're over here. I think she's been out of, like, chunk load most of this time, so she hasn't grown all that much. But it does look like she's grown a decent amount. Soon we'll be able to tame her. That's an issue. Hold on. Can I get a lead? Please tell me that I can... Hi! Oh, good. Okay. Cookie? This is the outside. The outside isn't for you. You have to stay inside. Yeah. Where nothing can hurt you. Or you can't hurt anybody else. But once Cookie grows all the way up to be an adult, then, which I think is age 5 or 6, so we're kind of getting close, then we can tame her, and I'm really excited because we'll have a tamed T-Rex. And if you didn't know, you can actually ride the T-Rex. And that's really awesome, and I can't wait. So I'm just going to do one more double check to make sure I didn't miss a habitat. And then I'll end off the episode. Okay, so I did do one final check, and unfortunately I forgot to build the Dinosaurs enclosure, but I will do that in the next episode. And in between episodes, I'm going to fill up all the feeders that I missed, and then maybe do some fossil mining. But in the next episode, I do have plans, and they do include the water dinosaurs, which are going to be over here. But that's it. I hope you all have a nice day, and of course, if you liked the video, please leave a like and consider subscribing. Goodbye!